Hi there, Earthlings. Welcome to the MotherShip and welcome to another Pick a Card reading. My name is Sophia and I am here to channel messages from Spirit. Today's messages are all about the key to unlock your abundance. So we are going to tune into what Spirit wants you to focus on in order to bring your manifestations in at this time. So, as usual, I have 3 groups for you to choose from. Each group is represented by a different dinosaur. I'm not sure of their names, but I will show them to you. Group 1, you have this little dinosaur right here. Group 2, this little guy right here. And group 3, you have this little dinosaur right here. So do whatever you need to do to ground yourself, tune into your intuition. Remember, you can always choose more than one group if you are feeling drawn to more than one group. And once you figure it out, I have timestamps in the description box as well as a pinned comment below, and I will join you in your reading. Hey there, group 1, welcome. If you chose this little dinosaur right here, then these will be your messages. Again, we are asking Spirit today the key to your abundance. I've been wanting to do a money reading for quite some time, you guys, and it just hasn't happened. I've had other topics that come up, but Spirit was really speaking to me that this message needs to come through, and I'm excited to bring it. I'm really thankful that you could join me today. I just want to give you a heads up, a little disclaimer. I am using a microphone today, and I'm not exactly sure how the sound quality is going to be. So I appreciate your patience in advance, Earthlings. If there is any kind of noise or distortion, I have a lot of background noise surrounding my apartment right now, and I just feel like this is the best way to get the message out if it's going to happen today. So that being said, if the messages resonate, you can like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate you guys being here. Like I said earlier, it means a lot to me that these messages resonate. It means a lot that I'm able to connect with you guys like this. So let's jump right in for group 1, please, Spirit. The key to unlock the abundance for group 1. What's the key to unlock the abundance for group 1? So I'm not sure if you saw the the intro, group 1. It is Mercury retrograde, so I know my words are going to be a little discombobulated at times, but group 1, I'm not sure if you saw the intro. If you didn't, we are going to be tuning into what Spirit wants you to be focusing on in order to bring your manifestations in at this time. So the key to unlocking group 1's abundance, please, Spirit. Clear, concise messages for group 1. Okay, right there. Thank you. So we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of reversals. 9 of Cups, beautiful. 2 of Pentacles. And let's get one more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. First of all, when you get the Ace of Pentacles in a money reading, that is really good news. You also have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I'm loving the fact that there are a lot of Pentacles showing up. You know, we did get the first 3 cards in reverse, but honestly, that is part of your message at this time. The key to unlocking your abundance, group 1, is to release some of the mental constraints that you've put around yourself, that you've put around the idea of what it means to be abundant in your life. This is very money focused. This is all about your coin and what it means to live like a fulfilled life by being supported by financial means, like having the money in your bank account to buy what you need when you want it. Not just the necessities like paying your bills and making sure you have plenty of food or you have shelter, but this is money for the extras, the extracurriculars, the extravagant little details about life that can bring us so much joy and happiness. I'm hearing money doesn't buy happiness, and you might be one of those people who you hear that and you are like, yeah, right, try me. Like anytime you have extra money in your life, you feel that joy of and relief of being able to buy whatever you need, to treat yourself, to do a spa day, just to feel that energy of like satisfaction, knowing that your needs are met and knowing that you're the one meeting those needs. So for you, group one, I'm getting the sense like you're one of those people who's like, no, money absolutely can buy happiness. Let me show you about it. And this isn't to say that you don't understand or appreciate true happiness, genuine happiness that comes deep within you that isn't affected or hindered by monetary value. But you know that there is great joy to be found in having all of your needs met, group one. And that's something where spirit really wants to acknowledge this energy that you do carry of living and embodying the energy of somebody who's abundant in all ways at all times, and not just with money. So there is an ending here to a cycle of disbelief, of doubt, of feeling like you don't know what direction to go in with this Three of Wands in reverse, but you are now moving towards this energy all the time, group one. And that's where things have shifted, and that's where things have changed. And that's where the money and the new opportunity for abundance comes into your world. That's what unlocks this pentacle right here and all the other opportunities that come with this Ace of Pentacles, okay? Because an ace, again, it's an opportunity, it's not a guarantee. But when you're in this energy of sitting in your power, of finding your true joy and happiness as you are with what you have, but still appreciating the subtle little nuances of life that bring you joy. This means like if you are on a budget, you budget enough money to give yourself that cup of coffee every day. Maybe you're like, I really have to buy my coffee at Starbucks. If you're in Canada, Tim Hortons, woo woo. But I guess the Northeast too, they have Tim Hortons. But if you're like, I just have to have that cup of coffee, it brings me joy. It brings me, that sense of like accomplishment. If I'm going to be working this hard, I need to treat myself. Spirit is saying like that's the energy that brings more of that in. As long as you remember to appreciate what you have, right? As long as you remember to appreciate yourself for setting aside that bit of money that you can treat yourself to that coffee. For others of you, it's like a good pair of shoes, like a quality pair of shoes. You're like, I only have one pair of feet my entire life. Like, I want to spend money on shoes. And you're not going overboard and overspending. You're setting aside a certain amount of money so you can buy that quality pair of shoes and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Even if they're super high heels, like they're quality, they're going to take better care of your feet than something that's a cheaper version of the same kind of heel. So that's very specific. Somebody out there is getting some high heels with some of their money that's coming in. I definitely see this money coming in as, you being able to make peace with providing for yourself. I think for some of you at some point in your life, you really felt like you couldn't do this on your own. Like this would have to be something where if money came into your life in the way that you've always wished it would come into your life, that somebody else would have to provide it for you. Like you couldn't be in the Nine of Pentacles energy of, I provide for myself, I feel abundant, I feel like my needs are met, and you're doing it solo. Right? This is like on its way to the Ten of Pentacles, where you might be building that legacy with somebody else. You could still be single as a Pringle and have your Ten of Pentacles, okay? Don't let me steer you in the wrong direction. But this is an old belief that is coming up. And Spirit is letting you know that it's time to release the way you were thinking about money and how it can come into your life. It's time to look at money in a new way. Like it's time to look at money as not so much a tangible thing, but an energy that you embody. So when you start to think about money and you feel like, yes, my needs are met, I have everything that I could ever truly want or need, that brings more in, right? And it's those times where you've kind of teeter-tottered back and forth between doubting your ability to provide for yourself, trusting that it's okay to treat yourself. There's an energy here too of like it not always being okay to treat yourself in the past. And it's like, you know what? Spirit's like, no more of that. Like you are allowed to treat yourself as long as you're not being irresponsible with your funds. I can tell like from this energy that you're a person who you have your money in order. You're looking to spirit for guidance because you would like there to be an abundance, more money in your life. But this isn't the energy of somebody who doesn't know how to spend their money or budget their money or even make money. This is somebody who knows how to make their money, who knows how to handle that money, and is just going back and forth between the mental body as well as the emotional body, trusting that you are allowed to enjoy the sweetness of life, like dolce vita, the sweet life. You are allowed to have this, I'm hearing this, like this bougie mentality, and it's beautiful. Like, you do you, right? And you're releasing this doubt. You're releasing any guilt that has been associated with you wanting to treat yourself. And maybe that's like in the past, you know, like your family or a caretaker or somebody who you relied on for your own needs, or, you know, teaching you how to go through life, basically had a very negative attitude around money. And so because this is the energy of like, I do exactly what I'm told at times, you know, like, because that's just like the easier path. Like if you're a child and you're being told by your teacher the instructions, you're going to write them down. You're going to do them to a T. You're not going to find your own unique way to do it if somebody's giving you instructions. And there's nothing wrong with that energy. That energy is like, get stuff done. You know, I'm getting like Capricorn energy from that. We also have Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo on the table for those of you who are looking for zodiac signs as confirmation, but take them as they resonate. So this is that energy of somebody who's like, I'm always going to cross my T's, dot my I's, make sure I'm doing it right, quote unquote, you know, type A kind of personality. Again, no shade. This is beautiful energy to work with, especially when it comes to money. But spirit wants you to get control of that energy. And anytime somebody taught you something in the past about money that didn't really align with your true beliefs, spirit's like, you can release that now. Okay. You can see it for what it was. It was somebody else's opinion. It was something that was being taught to you because you didn't have any other choice. You were just getting the information that was being delivered to you and you were receiving it. And again, there's this like very like this good kid attitude of like, I'm going to listen, I'm going to do what I'm told. And if again, your caretakers or a mentor or your parents are telling you that, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, and 11:11 on the clock as I said that, you guys. Money doesn't go on trees, and you got to be really careful with your money and pinch your pennies and save for a rainy day and all this stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But is that the mentality that's going to serve you and the life that you really want and deserve? And spirit's like, no. You can still be frugal, you can still be smart, you can still budget. But seriously, group one, like whatever you've been taught about money in the past, it's time to release a lot of that and create your own belief system about money. So let's go a little bit deeper using Oracle and get a final message from Spirit. For some of you, I'm seeing a journal, and it's really going to be beneficial for you to unlock this abundance by journaling your true feelings about money, and then letting the situations, the information that came through in the past come up through that journaling perhaps, and then like really like seeing it for what it is. Is that a belief that you want to continue? You have to ask yourself, these beliefs that you've been carrying with you, are those beliefs that you want to continue, or are those beliefs that it's time to modify for what you truly desire and what you truly know that you're capable of bringing in? Because there is a lot of money on this table. There is money coming in for you, and there is this spirit showing me that spirit supports this lifestyle for you, right? But you got to believe it for yourself by releasing things that contradict that belief, okay? First breath, beginner's mind. Yes, I love that synchronicity for you. Starting new, starting fresh, having a fresh mentality about money, about how you would like to spend money, about the lifestyle you would like to live, because I get this very, very practical energy from you where even though you might have a little bit of, like I like it a little bit fancy, I want things that are higher quality, that in itself is practical, right? Because you're not wasting money on cheap things that aren't going to last you a long time. You're taking the time to accumulate the money and spending that money on things that are going to last you, are going to be higher quality and give you a better result, a better yield. And Spirit's like, that same mentality that you have about money, they want you to look at your mindset about what you've been taught in the past. You know, like if you're paying your bills and you were always hearing your parents say like, oh, I got this bill to pay, I got that bill to pay, and money's tight, you know, we're broke, we're broke, we're broke. Learning that that's an affirmation. And instead of telling yourself you're broke, you're like, hey, I'm on a budget. I am going to spend my money on the things that I know I need to spend my money on. And then I'm going to set aside a certain amount of money for the things that I want to spend my money on. And that's just going to shift your energy, shift your vibration so quickly. And Spirit showing me like that's when this Ace of Pentacles is just like, boom. It's like you're literally unlocking a door and the money is rushing in. Okay, so don't be afraid to have a new mentality when it comes to your coin and how you look at yourself in relation to money, because you deserve all the beautiful things that you want to treat yourself with. You're doing it in a very grounded and practical way that message keeps coming through. Spirit is acknowledging that, and Spirit is supporting you along this journey to your abundance, group 1. All right. So that's where I'm going to leave your messages. I want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy today. I really hope to see you in the next video. Stay well. Hey there, group 2. Welcome. If you chose this little dinosaur right here, then these will be your messages. Again, we are asking Spirit today, what's the key to unlocking your abundance? Just want to start off with a little disclaimer, guys. I am using a microphone today. I'm hoping that helps with the sound quality. But again, you know, the first time you do something, things can go awry. So I just want to make sure that if there is some kind of distortion in the sound, that you guys just know, heads up, like I'm working on it. I appreciate your patience before I even get started. Just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, let's jump right into your messages. I am so thankful you guys could join me today. I really appreciate you guys exchanging your energy with this channel and just being here. So if the messages resonate, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Yeah, let's just jump right in, group 2, the key to unlocking your abundance. Just in case you missed the intro, we are tuning into what Spirit wants you to focus on in order to bring in your manifestations of abundance at this time. And of course, abundance means something different for each of us. But yeah, let's see. The key to unlocking group 2's abundance. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Temperance. You can rewind that. It jumped out in the reverse, and as it slid off the deck, it went upright. So you have Temperance. And you have the Chariot. You might have Sagittarius or Cancer somewhere significant within your chart. What else, please, Spirit, for group 2, the key to unlocking their abundance? Powerful messages already, because you have both major arcana with Temperance and the Chariot. You also have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right, group 2. So Spirit really wants to acknowledge healing first and foremost, because we have not only Temperance, but the 5 of Cups. And with the 5 of Cups, we have sadness, right? We have grief and acknowledgement of a loss of some kind. What we also have within the 5 of Cups is the 2 of Cups behind the person standing here that they do not acknowledge or see yet, okay? And Spirit wants to show the synchronicity between this 2 of Cups here and what the angel is holding right here in their hands on Temperance. 2 of Cups is building something within yourself, with another person, a partnership. It could be love. It could be strength. It could be really feeling like you're moving in the direction of your dreams, okay? And Spirit wants you to unlock your abundance by turning around and seeing the opportunity that's right in front of you. Spirit wants to acknowledge the sadness, the pain, the things that you have been dealing with, but also wants to acknowledge the strength, the fortitude that you possess to pull yourself up, to ask for help when you need help from others, to look into and do a deep dive of your heart and your emotions and ask yourself, what do you need right now, just to feel a little bit of relief from this loss, okay? Because you are moving forward. You are moving forward towards your dreams, towards the abundance that brings you the most happiness. And what I'm getting here, group two, because there is not a single, nope, I take that back. We do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a pentacle on the table. But what we have primarily are wands and cups. So there's something to do with your passion, with your love, with not feeling that those areas of your life are at its fullest potential, right? So you know that there could be more love in your life. You know that there could be more passion and more inspiration in your life. And you're wondering right now, like, well, when is it going to happen? Like, how do I find that? What is the key to unlocking that abundance for you, right? Like, material wealth and money can be so important. And if that's what you're interested in, I know because I've already filmed it. Group one is all about money. So you can go to that group as well. But group two, Spirit is really acknowledging the emptiness and the loneliness I'm hearing that you're feeling on an emotional level. And it's hard to feel any kind of abundance when we're feeling empty within ourselves. And Spirit, so sorry, group two, I just kicked the camera. Spirit really wants you to give yourself permission, group two, to feel the feels, okay? And like go through that process. But if at any time you are dumping on yourself or feeling like it is your fault that you're feeling this way, you need to nip that in the bud right away is what I'm hearing. It's like pulling weeds. It's this garden that's within you, this garden in your mind that is growing weeds right now because you're taking a lot of time to focus on this sadness, and it feels overwhelming at times, right? I'm not saying like, oh, it's so easy just to not be sad. Don't be sad. Okay, thanks for the advice. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, realize that your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels are surrounding you right now. And sometimes what you need to do is you need to put your head up and you need to ask for help. Maybe you need to call on a specific archangel. I always call on Archangel Michael whenever I'm feeling like really anxious or really scared, really fearful. If I've fallen into like old patterns of thinking or feeling, and I'm struggling to pull myself out of that energy, I literally pray and I ask Archangel Michael for assistance. And if that, energy isn't an energy you want to tap into, find the energy that you do want to tap into and ask yourself, am I asking for assistance? Because we have free will, and our angels, our spirit guides, spirit itself cannot come in and intervene unless we've asked them to. All right, because there is this desire to move forward, and this is major arcana. This is spirit's energy coming through. Like, this is major for your life. This healing, this grounding, this balancing, this pain that you've been experiencing, this loss that you've experienced, where it feels like your foundation was shattered. It feels like things just crumbled underneath you, and you thought you were moving in a certain direction. And then everything changed. I feel like there was a very sudden change in your life that's kind of thrown your energy off. And Spirit is asking you to, again, grieve what you need to grieve, and acknowledge that the strength that you're looking for, the strength that you're looking to pull yourself out of this feeling of lack into a feeling of abundance, into a feeling of balance, is within you. I just got like Dorothy at the end of The Wizard of Oz, and I feel like I've used this reference before, maybe not, but this is like Dorothy at the end of The Wizard of Oz, and the good witch looks at her and she's like, you could have gone home the entire time, like, but you needed to go through the journey that you went through in order to be able to like learn what you needed to learn, build friendships with the people you needed to build friendships with, like go through the experiences that you went through to see how strong and how brave you are. I'm thinking of Dorothy, like if she didn't go through the experience of traveling through Oz, trying to make her way back home, she wouldn't have met the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion. She wouldn't have had to defeat the Wicked Witch and gone through so many things that helped her build confidence, right? Like Spirit's like, this is your soul's journey, like the agreement that you made with your own higher self when you came to this, this reality, because you're building something within you that will never be able to be taken away. It's fortifying something within you so strong and so vast that nothing will shake it. Nothing will stop it. It will be an unstoppable force, Spirit is saying. So that's the connection between you, and eventually the connection between you and someone else. Now, for some of you, you might be in a relationship with somebody, so it's not romantic love that you're missing out on. Maybe it's friendship or connection with family, and Spirit's saying, like, remember, family is who you decide your family is, and friends can come in very, very quickly. And this support, this emotional support that you're looking for, as soon as you start to build it within yourself for yourself, it's going to come rushing in from all directions. But it has to start with you, group two. It has to start with you having the conversation with yourself about, basically, you having a conversation with yourself like you are your own best friend, because ultimately that's where Spirit's trying to get you, is in this relationship between you and you, where you do not doubt yourself. You have nothing but love for yourself, and you are encouraging yourself the way you would encourage a very close friend. Okay, Spirit's saying, we're getting you to the point where you got your own back, and it doesn't matter who's in your corner anymore. And then all of a sudden, boom, like all of these options are just going to rush in. And yes, for some of you, that's romantic love. That's your person, that your forever person that's coming in. For others of you, it's like this community that you've been craving, or the support that you need from, it could be like, I'm hearing like a system or an organization. There's something that you've been looking to support from, and it just hasn't been there. And Spirit's like, as soon as you start supporting yourself in that way, okay, I get it. Like if you're like, okay, I need a certain amount of money to be able to support myself the way somebody else could support me. True, but also not true. Like, you are fully capable of bringing in whatever manifestation you really need to bring in for yourself in that moment. So the moment you look for somebody else to provide it for you, you take your own power away. And Spirit wants to keep reminding you again and again, build that strength within you, build that trust within you, and watch the magic happen, because it's coming in quickly, group two. Let's get some final messages using oracle cards for group two, please, Spirit. Yeah, it was like something was lost, an opportunity came in, and it feels like it was taken. So I feel that a lot of you watching this, you were blindsided. It's like a tower moment, you were blindsided by something, and now you're trying to rebuild, and you're just kind of lost. Like, well, I thought I was doing everything right, and I got to this point. So it's like, you have always been doing everything right, group two. You are on it, okay? But this is part of your soul's growth and your soul's evolution. So a huge chunk of cards just popped out of the deck, guys. I'm just going to take what's right here. Oh my gosh, I just got so many goosebumps. So again, with the archangels, for some reason, this figure on the horse really looks like an angel to me. And I'm thinking like horseman, it says horseman, herald of change. Like, I'm thinking like 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Like, Spirit is like, okay, you have been through so much, group two. It is acknowledged again and again and again. The support that you need is here for you. Please ask for it. Okay, when you're having one of those moments, when you're having one of those days, please ask for the help that you so deserve, okay? Because it's available, and it will come rushing in. But do not be afraid of this new version of yourself that is balanced, that is grounded, that uses every single part of their past to support themselves in the now and move towards a brighter future. Okay, because this support here is no joke, and it is absolutely here. It's in the cards. It's right here twice. It's very synchronistic, okay? That a company, that company, that person, that partner, that friend group, that community, whatever it is that is going to help you feel like you are supported, you are seen, you are heard, you are loved. It is here for you, and it is coming in. So herald this change. Allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be transformed by these tears. I'm seeing lots and lots of tears. And remember, when you cry, you are watering that garden within you. Like, you're giving yourself permission to be human. And that in itself is a great act of self-love, Spirit is saying. And just you allowing yourself to have these moments is helping you grow stronger. And the only reason that this keeps coming up with the 5 of Cups is because Spirit doesn't want you to think that this is the end and this is the energy that you're going to be stuck in for the rest of your life. No, this is minor arcana. This is our day to day. This is our week to week, our month to month. but the major arcana on the table, the year to year, the decade to decade, the lifetime events that are happening are so significant that, one day, 5 years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I remember how sad I was. I remember how defeated and upset I was, but things have changed so much. I'm still the same person inside. Like I've still remained true to my heart and my integrity and my being, but now I have that support that I couldn't see at this one moment in time. Remember, one moment in time, right? We have many moments in time, and it's okay to be where you're at, and it's okay to know that you are growing and you are changing and things are going to get a whole heck of a lot better. Okay, group 2. So, powerful messages. That's where I'm going to leave your reading. I want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy today. I really hope to see you in the next video. Stay well. Hey, group 3, welcome. If you chose this delightful little guy right here, this little dinosaur, then these will be your messages. Again, we are asking Spirit today to tell us the key to unlocking your abundance. And I mentioned it in the intro, but just in case you missed it, we are going to be tuning into what Spirit wants you to focus on in order to bring in your manifestation. So, little quick disclaimer, guys, I am using a microphone today. I apologize in advance if there's any kind of sound distortions, but I'm doing my best with what I got. And I got to use the tools available. There's a ton of background noise outside of my apartment right now. It is wild. It is full-blown Mercury retrograde, and I live in the city, and it is just bananas cream pudding outside. So I'm using a mic. And that being said, let's jump into your messages. I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I'm so thankful to be doing a pick a card reading for you guys. So just thanks for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy. If the messages resonate today, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you feel inspired, there are ways to support this channel in the description box below. So for group 3, please, Spirit, the key to unlocking abundance for group 3. What's the key to unlocking group 3's abundance? That card really wanted to come out, so we are going to let it come out. Oh, you got to love the synchronicity there. Like, it popped out. My intuition's like, stop, pull it. And what was it? It's the sun, group 3. You're the only group that got the sun. So the most positive card in the deck, I did post a daily today, and the sun is the overall energy for the daily. So you might want to check that out. Today is Monday, September 12th. If you are watching this right when I posted it, this is a timeless reading. So regardless of date, you get the sun. I just wanted to shout out that synchronicity there to the daily reading. It's freaking awesome. So the sun is all about success, like knowing things that are going to work in your favor as you watch them roll in. It's like you're literally seeing the ship come in. You're celebrating the ship coming in, but you're already feeling all of the joy, satisfaction, just feeling of overwhelming happiness that comes with it. So the key to unlocking your abundance, group 3, has everything to do with you allowing yourself to stay tied and tuned into the energy of things working out in your favor and just trusting that. The devil in reverse. I freaking love that. So you are releasing your tie to any toxic connections right now, whether that be a connection to another person, maybe it's a connection to a certain habit, maybe it's a certain frame of thinking, because again, like Spirit's really showcasing the sun as something that you can generate within yourself on a daily basis. So maybe there's something in your life up to this point where you've been questioning, hey, is this where I really want to be putting my energy into? Again, it could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be how you're working yourself, it could be just like how you believe life is going to unfold for you based on what you were taught as a child, but you're releasing your connection with this thing, this situation, this person, this belief that doesn't serve you anymore. And it's just helping you strengthen this energy of the sun. All right, keep going, Spirit said. So you might have Capricorn somewhere significant within your chart, or you could have Leo with that sun. Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups. I love that. Death. Yes. And the Knight of Swords in reverse, bottom of the deck. 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so let's get back to talking about the mental state, okay? This, again, because we got the Eight of Swords as well as the Nine of Swords, both in reverse, and we have death here on the table, Spirit is like, okay, there is a way of thinking that you have practiced. There was a little fly that flew through there. Okay, to me, flies are very significant when it comes to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not unwelcome thoughts, it's, oh, intrusive thoughts, okay? Like a fly is super intrusive as an insect, right? It just like hovers, it gets in your business, it's like trying to land on your food. Like if you're sitting and you're trying to focus on something, that like it will land on your head, it will, they're very intrusive. So spirit is bringing up intrusive thoughts, and this is something where if you're seeking professional help for that, that's wonderful. Stick with that. If you're questioning yourself and like just your emotional health, spirit wants you to know that there's nothing wrong with you, that you are struggling with something that is quite real, but also something that cannot harm you, right? Like our thoughts themselves cannot harm us. It's the belief that we put in those thoughts and the actions that we take in conjunction with those thoughts. So spirit really wants you to know that there is an ending coming to these intrusive thoughts, this anxiety that you might be experiencing. For some of you, it's lack of sleep. It's literal anxiety that's just been pestering you, thinking ill of yourself. And it feels like you've been like slowed down from it. Like certain parts of your life, certain experiences have been dampened by it. It's put you in a place of feeling like you're not in power, right? Like it's hard to feel like you're in power when your thoughts are overwhelming you. But spirit really wants you to know that the key to unlocking your abundance is trusting and believing, group 3, that no matter what, you deserve happiness, you deserve inner and outer peace. You deserve this life that's going to support you in all ways that you need to be supported. And you do have the power within you to release yourself from certain connections, certain ties, situations, people that are contributing to this frame of thinking. It's like, I don't know who said that quote, but it's like, before you treat yourself for anxiety or depression, just make sure you're not surrounded by a-holes. Like, blunt but true. Like, before you think there's something wrong with you, group 3, make sure you're not surrounded by a bunch of, I almost said a really bad word, and I'm trying to keep it PG-13 at least. So, a bunch of poo-poos. That was really mature. Sorry, group 3. But some people are just like straight doo-doo, like, and they treat everybody around them like that. And this, again, like I'm getting like really strong work environment. For some of you, you are like very professional, very good at your job. You are talented. And not only that, but like you're disciplined. So you show up to work, you do the job, and you're there to make a paycheck and get stuff done. But you also have this like passion about your work. You show up with this like vitality and this, you put your heart into it, like you're all heart at work, and like people really appreciate you. And then there's like somebody or a couple people that just can't stand it that you're doing so well, and they gossip, or they try to slow you down with giving you more work, or giving you work that isn't yours, it's theirs, and or passing along blame, and you're really letting it get to you. You're really letting it get to you. And you know what? That's fair, because the way that you're being treated is not okay. So group 3, I know this is very specific. Hang on. For those of you who are like, I don't work in an environment like this. Okay. Think of a situation in your life where you are being treated unfairly and you do not deserve to be treated that way. And you know how that makes you feel mentally, right? Like, how are you supposed to believe something about yourself when nobody around you is supporting it? So spirit is like, okay, time to take a look at what environments you're in, as well as, yes, your mental health, but what environments are you in? Are they supportive of this kind of energy, or are they supportive of this kind of energy? Because you have the power, group 3, to make a better decision. And if this is about a job that's just crappy, like, then it's time to find another job. It's time to look. You don't have to just quit your job outright and then get stressed about money. I never recommend that, okay? Like if you don't have another job lined up and you need to pay your bills, then take care of yourself, because that's just going to add to your anxiety if you don't. But once you line up that other job and you go in there, you can quit whatever way you want because you have another job lined up, Like if that's like literally I'm seeing like middle fingers as you're walking out the door, then that's what you choose to do if that brings you joy. Like for some of you, this workplace is just caca. I'm sorry I'm saying that. I know it sounds disgusting, but that's the energy that's coming up. We have the Five of Swords in reverse underneath the Nine of Swords in reverse. And it's contributing to this feeling of lack in your life, right? This environment that you're in that is just not supportive is contributing to a feeling of lack. So unlocking your abundance has everything to do with you being like this child. Okay, I love this. I love the imagery here because you have a child, a horse, and you have plants. So for a child to be taken care of, you want to make sure that the environment is right for that child, right? You wouldn't question it because that's what the child needs. Same with plants. You're not just going to put them in the shade if they need sun or, slam them in a closet and expect them to grow. Horses are so sensitive to everything around them. Like that environment for the horse has to be optimal. Like it has to be optimal for that horse to thrive. These are all these beautiful symbols of what it means to be like happy and virile and healthy and flowing and abundant, but yet you would never question the environment. If the environment wasn't right for these creatures in this image, you wouldn't question changing that environment, now would you? But you're questioning changing an environment for yourself. There's something that you're putting up with, group 3. And for some of you, it is a relationship. If it's not a job, it's a relationship. It's like a friend or a partner who is super toxic and doesn't ever put your needs first. This is somebody who puts themselves first, and you do your best to stay true to you, group 3. You have a heart of gold. Again, that keeps coming up, heart of gold. And you're like, okay, one of these days, people are going to treat me the way that I'm treating them. You're absolutely right, Spirit's saying, yes, one of these days, you are going to be treated the way that you're treated, but you have to release the toxic connections first. You have to say no first. You have to put an end to that first. I didn't say it, but the Scorpio energy with death. So let's get some final messages using Oracle for group 3, please, Spirit. Final messages for group 3. Spirit's like, there is something in your life that you need to cut it out. And I'm sorry I used so many gross words to describe it, but it's that kind of energy. It's yucky, it's dark, it's dense. It's just this energy of like, not you. It's just the opposite of you, group 3. It's the absolute opposite of you. And that for some of you, that's going to ring true too, where you're just like, I just feel out of sorts here. Yeah, because you're gorgeous, you're glowing, you're beautiful, heart of gold over here, and you're around a bunch of trolls. All right, that's enough of me being mean. I'm just channeling the messages. I don't like this energy, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with it, group 3. All right, final message for group 3, please, Spirit. Jeweled web, connectivity, I love it. Yes, Spirit is like, stay connected to you, group 3. Stay connected to your energy. You are golden. You are just magic. You are so loved. You are so supported. Whatever you need will be granted for you. You are unlocking your abundance each and every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, that you stop believing in other people's opinions of you or the negative energy that's being pushed towards you. Like Spirit's saying, like, you can say a prayer of protection, you can, wear your evil eye, whatever you need to do that's significant for you. But remember, you are a sovereign being, and nobody, no thing at no time can ever come into your energy field without your permission. So even while you're still in this situation that is uncomfortable, that is not good for you, while you're ending this, your energy can still be safe, still be pure, your heart is still pure. Make those decisions from within you instead of letting other people influence your decisions. Stay true to you, because it is the key to your abundance, is just you being you, group 3. You allowing yourself to thrive, You're allowing yourself to be in that environment that's going to help you thrive. Okay? So gorgeous, gorgeous messages. That's where I'm going to leave it, group 3. I really want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy today. I really hope to see you in the next video. Stay well.